Hi there, everyone. It's Wednesday afternoon, 15th of April. So, look, just going to give you a bit of a practical sort of update on the JobKeeper situation. It's top of everyone's mind that it's applicable to. So, look, we're getting more and more information from the Tax Office and Treasury now, and a lot of you will have a pretty good grasp of this. But I think the key points at the moment are still, obviously, the eligibility is the big one. Can you show 30% or more decline in revenue? A lot of this is standard. A lot of people can easily show that. But where you can't easily show it, you may fall into the category that we've been dramatically impacted by COVID-19. You might need to apply for a special review by the Commissioner. All this will be available in the application process, which now we know begins Monday the 20th, all right? So with just covering off on that eligibility, your top line revenue, it's defined to mean your GST turnover, okay? So however you measure your GST turnover on invoicing or a cash basis in your BAS, that's the revenue number you need to use to compare with to show a decline in revenue over 30%. So Monday the 20th, registration process opens with the ATO. Just another point, look, if you want us to provide assistance with your JobKeeper arrangements, be it on an application or an ongoing basis over the course of the 6 months, it's imperative that you contact us as soon as possible so we can book your place with us on this. There's going to be an enormous amount of client inquiry come Monday once this application process starts. We'll be assisting clients, of course, in this job manager, but it will be in a formal engagement environment. That's why engagement terms and charges will be available by the weekend, but we need to know the numbers. So if you're looking to us to assist you physically through the process, please let us know. Okay, another point, for April only, so getting a lot of questions, people sort of want me to get going really quickly. We sort of said, look, don't panic. So for April only, you can make the catch-up payment. So if you're eligible to participate in the subsidy or in JobKeeper, and you have employees that will be eligible and haven't earned the $1,500 per fortnight for April, Tax Office have indicated that for this month only, you can make the catch-up payment by the 28th of April, and as long as they receive the minimum $1,500 a fortnight, they'll be covered under the subsidy. Okay, so after April, again, this thing goes 6 months. A lot of people won't be in the position that they're eligible. Some clients won't ever be eligible for it because they won't show the decline. But from after April, you can still register any time, and the subsidy will kick in from the time of registration. So if you're still unsure around that eligibility, business as usual. Do nothing. Do nothing as you normally wouldn't do until you can be sure that you can make eligibility. And if you're confused about any of the eligibilities because of your specifics of your business or a new business taken over an existing business, have seasonal income, just give us a call and we can step you through that. Okay, so once your business is eligible, one by one, your employees will need to be assessed for eligibility. It's not just a blanket, all my employees are covered. You need to step by step look at that eligibility per employee. Most common question we're still getting, and to be honest, there's still not a black and white clear summary on this, but the big question we get is, look, what do I do about my employees that are earning less than $1,500 a fortnight? Well, largely, it's a question of cash flow. The thing is, you don't have to register for the scheme your employees that are consistently earning less than $1,500 a fortnight. So it becomes a question of cash flow. If someone's just a little casual earning $90 every Saturday morning and you're still trading, you'll probably just keep paying them $90 every Saturday morning. You won't top them up to $1,500 a fortnight because you don't want to outlay the cash flow. But bear in mind, if you want an employee's wages to be covered under the subsidy, you have to pay them up to $1,500, okay? So no, you don't have to elect to make employees that are under $1,500 part of the subsidy arrangements. But if you want the subsidy for that employee, you have to pay them $1,500. It's just an anomaly in the system, and it's designed so that they can scale the system rather than have have to look into individual arrangements with employees. The term EBP, eligible business participants, has now been defined, which we sort of was hoping and thought may be the case, which means if you're a sole trader, you're a partner in a partnership, you're a working company director or working company shareholder, if you're actively engaged in your business and you can show the decline in revenue eligibility, you can apply for JobKeeper as well. Just note that it's one person per entity. So sole trader is self-explanatory. One partner in the partnership can apply for JobKeeper, and one company director. And also trusts are included there as well. So if you're a working beneficiary of a family trust or unit trust in a trading environment, you can apply for one of those beneficiaries to gain access to JobKeeper. Big point, we're seeing more and more. This has obviously come out as a nation-saving piece of legislation, but more and more we're seeing some very strong words and very strong law now around integrity provisions. So getting it wrong, this is really serious, everyone. Don't even think about attempting to gain a financial advantage by deception, because up to 10 years imprisonment and all the fact sheets and penalty schedules I've seen, they're really serious, and they all involve potential imprisonment. So, look, I'm probably talking to the people I'm talking to now in this post. Generally, that's not going to apply to, but there is people out there. You've probably heard them all, spoken on the phone or bumped into them on a job site or something. There's some crazy ideas going on out there. Just stay away from those sort of people. Gaining a financial advantage by deception through accessing this government money, serious stuff, serious penalties. So look, it all starts Monday. It'll be madness. Just be prepared. There'll be little blips and bumps all along the way. If you're involved in this process from start to finish, whether you're registering and handling it yourself and you've got competency around your bookkeeping, or if you're using your accountant, if you're using us, your bookkeeper, look, there's going to be hold-ups, delays, system crashes, all sorts of things. Look, just be patient. Treat it like a bit of a game. We'll get there. There is a system they're building. So look, I just think the whole key is to try and stay as calm as we can. The process is there now. Yes, there's a short time period to apply for April, which means by the 20th of April, you need to have all your ducks in a line by the 30th for the release of the funds for April that will commence on the 4th of May. Don't expect they'll come on the 4th of May, everyone. They'll start on the 4th of May and they'll flow out in the week to 10 days following that. And look, keep in touch, stay well, get plenty of sleep between now and then, and we'll all talk to you along the way.